Hello everyone, I'm Safana. Today our presentation is on PHP, which stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. In the next slide, we will explore the world of PHP, its features and its applications in web development. Moving on. Here, what we will cover in this presentation is about PHP. Let's begin by understanding what is PHP. PHP, which stands for Hypertext Preprocessor, is an open source server-side scripting language primarily used for web development. PHP processes code on the server, producing web dynamic content, easily combined with HTML for the dynamic web pages also. It works on various operating systems. It's freely available, thriving developer community. The common users are creating dynamic web pages, handling forms, user inputs, data interactions also. It's also supported by libraries, frameworks, for example, Laravel and extension for robots web development. Moving on. History of PHP, created by Ramos Radov in 1994. The evolution through like PHP FI3, likewise the latest one, PHP 8. PHP has transformed through the simple tool into a powerful scripting language with a robust developer community. Moving on, PHP uses other languages. PHP primarily for web development, Python for general purpose and versatile, Ruby valued for elegant coding in web development, JavaScript client side web scripting, the best for the dynamic web content and stainless HTML interactions. It comes with the projects, community supports, and develop skills also. PHP excels in web development but may be compared with the other language for the diverse applications. Moving on, the PHP syntax, the code enclosed with these tags, echo and print statement are used to display the content on the web pages. PHP variables start with the $sign and these are the cache sensitive and also the common data types include integers, floats, string, boolean, arrays like this. These are the basic PHP syntax code. Moving on. Variables and data types. Variable used for the data storage. This always start with $sign. Data types are floats, string, boolean, array, object, and nulls. The main rule is must start with a letter or underscore case sensitive. The example also here. PHP conditional statement control program flow based on condition. If statement execute code if a condition is true, else if and else handle multiple conditions. Operators used for the conditions. Local operators combine the conditions. Moving on. PHP loops for repeat code executions, for loops predefined iterations, and while loops continue the while a condition is true. And the last one, for each loop iterate through the arrays and moving on. Function in PHP. PHP function are reusable code block designed for the specific task. The promote code reusability and easy maintenance. Define using the function keyword or name optional parameters. Here the basic function in PHP. Going on. Array in PHP to store data structure for storing various values. They are versatile, can hold number of strings or other arrays. Why use this? The reason the organize data efficiently, access and manipulate multiple value with one variable, perfect for this table or related data. The types are in text array, associative, multidimensional arrays also. Example also here. Moving on, PHP form handling. Enable user interaction and data input. Gather, process and respond to user data. Create form Creating forms use HTML forms elements. The form handling in PHP process data from post GET requests. The common use cases: registration, login, data submission, and feedback forms. These are the basic page form handling code is here. Moving on, PHP and databases. The PHP simply connect with the database for the data handling, vital for the managing dynamic content and user data. Common databases are MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL like this. The PHP functions establish the connections also. SQL is used for data interaction. PHP execute SQL queries for the data task. Moving on, object-oriented PHP. The principles are: object encapsulate data and behavior. In PHP class, we define the structure, object, and instance. Modularity and capsulation inheritance polymorphisms are the benefit of WOP and PHP. For example, car class with properties and methods creating a car object. Moving on, PHP error handling PHP has not warning and fatal errors. These are the types, and try-catch blocks for handling exception and custom error handling also. Use logs and debugs the tools like Xdebug for the troubleshooting. Moving on, PHP security practices: input validations, prepare statements, XSS protections, CSRF preventions, password hashing, and secure file uploads. Moving on, PHP frameworks, tools for the efficient web development with a pre-built component. Popular frameworks like Symfony like this. Advantages: speedy development, built-in security, and MVC architectures. For example, Laravel wrote definition for the references also. Moving on, PHP in web development. Widely used server-side scripting language. Integrate with the databases like MySQL. Open source with a strong community. Cross-platforms like Windows, Linux, macOS. Facilitate rapid development. Scale for the diverse project sizes. Supports popular framework like Laravel. Empower the major sites, for example, Facebook and WordPress. Moving on, PHP and e-commerce. PHP is widely used for building e-commerce platform online. PHP helps manage product listing, stock levels, and pricing. The security measured to protect customer data and financial transaction and pricing. PHP-based e-commerce platforms, Magento, WooCommerce, and OpenCart. These are the e-commerce websites. Moving on, PHP and content management. Is the foundation of numerous CMS platforms. The PHP-based CMS simplify the content creation, editing, and publishing for non-technical users. The WordPress, one of the most popular CMS platforms, relies heavily on PHP for its functionality and customizations. Moving on, PHP in the cloud, or PHP apps in the clouds for scalability and reliability. Reliability, and flexibility with cloud sales like AWS, GCP also. Use containers for platform-specific tools and standing pricing models for the cost controls. For example, deployed PHP e-commerce on AWS Elastic Business for the scalability and reliability. PHP performance optimizations, faster website through user experience and SEOs. Implement the browser caching, example comparing caching manufacturing and data and optimizations for the spec. Moving on, comparison